2022, I made a post on Jackson family wishes I had for 2022. Let's see how many came true. Let's go back into a flashback.
Always wanted to get a picture with Janet Jackson. So Janet, if you're seeing this, please, 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 let's make it happen.
This wish didn't come true. Let's go to the next one.
So Randy, if there's any way to meet you and get a picture with you as well, please let me know.
This one didn't come true either. Okay, next one.
I am a fan of 3T. I've always wanted to see a 3T concert. Wouldn't it be awesome to not only meet 3T as a group, get a picture with 3T, but actually see them in concert?
All right, as you could see, so far none came true. Maybe the last one. Let's go for it.
If you're not aware, Neverland was sold to, I believe, a friend of Michael Jackson. Recently, there has been some pictures showing the rides being restored and Neverland being fixed up. So I'm thinking, like, is there a way me and my friends can come out to Neverland, get inside? Now, this is one wish I definitely want with all my sisters. If you guys are not familiar with my Jackson family journey, I have been traveling all over just to support Jackson family stuff. And there's a group of girls that I always go with. Just throwing that out there. This is a far reach, but I just said, let me just put it out there in the universe. Maybe someone's listening.
So as you could see, none of them came true. Now it's 23. Let's make this alive and figure out a new game plan. Welcome to this video. Hey everybody! Oh my gosh, you guys voted for me to share my wishes live. So that was just a quick recap of last year's wishes. And before we get into this, I guess, fun show, just for the heck of it, I just want to say hi to everybody. Oh my gosh, let me just scroll up. All right, shout out to Tori from the Invincible Jacksons. Thank you. Blue Eyes. This all came together today. That's what took me so long. This graphic package was not easy to do. But thank you. What's up, Emma? What's up to Allison? What's up to Scarlett? What's up, wow. Khalif 99? And I know you told me what to say last time, but peace, brother. I need to learn how to read better. Oh, snap, Teresa. Listen, my dream is like they'll open it up like how they did for Havenhurst and you could find a way to get there. Please don't be ridiculously high. We still need to get our money up. What's up, Mel? Melly, what's up, L Boogie? Oh, snap. It's my sister, Shelly Black. Shelly Black, I saw you. Hey, girl. What's up? Where? Marum is how you pronounce my name. Maryam. All right, Maryam. Reading was not my strongest subject. Thank you. Actually, that's the Michael Jackson Thriller record. And I don't know who gave it to me. Literally, it was broken. And I said, oh, I could just open it. Hey, Kay. Hey, Kai. Kai, you're a lady. But I think we went through this before. Is it Kai like hi or K? Like, but sorry, sweetie. Hey, Kay or Kai. Lord. And can you believe my mother was an English teacher? Sorry, Mom. I'm more of a math and science and art person. Yeah, good to see everybody. Before we have a little bit of fun, I did want to just offer my condolences to Lisa Presley's family. Um, for those, this is, I hate to be the Debbie Downer of this energy, but I can't even begin to put in words how it is to lose a parent. Never met Lisa, but she was Michael Jackson's ex-wife. They were married for 2 years, and she did a phenomenal job when they were married, standing up for her man. And when he passed away, I wanted to do it. I wanted to do something with you guys, but I'm not fond with the person she interviewed with. That's all I'm going to say. So I just wanted to offer my condolences to the family. The Jackson family, Austin put up something really beautiful today, just so touching, and just the Jackson family in general about Lisa, 3T, all of them just had good memories of her. So my heart goes out to them. I can't imagine what her children and her mother are going through right now, and just her family. But the Jackson family has been very vocal about losing her, and I just want to just say, hey, I'm truly, 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 truly sorry. I think when you lose a parent, it's like a universal empathy that you have for those who lose theirs. So yeah, ouch. But truly sorry to the Presleys for going through this right now. Yeah, Allison, very, very, very sad. I was actually watching the Invincible Jacksons, uh, her live when everything happened. Everything happened the day that she did hers, and I mean, we were just like, whoa! It just hit us really hard. Um, no, I honestly don't know Blue Eyes. She wrote, I wonder if Taj got a chance to speak to her for the doc series. Unfortunately, we won't know until he releases it, not unless he decides to say something earlier. Yeah, Allison, I'm truly sorry about the loss of your dad. And um, I think for those who lose parents, you have a really deep empathy for children who lose theirs. Yes, Melody wrote, Lisa and her dad and her son are now together, resting in peace. They were saying that Lisa was having trouble with the loss to her son, and unfortunately, I do have some people in my life that lost their children, and I've noticed when people lose their children, it's a whole different level of loss that I pray to God I will never have to understand. But they said it's literally the worst loss you could have of all the losses. So we don't know if, the stress of losing her son in conjunction to maybe some unknown health issues. I don't know what exactly why she died. You just know she had cardiac arrest, and it's probably a mix of a broken heart. Yeah, Tori, that I was lost when we were on your live. I'm not sure if you guys saw Tori's live, her last live. It was really good. Okay, that's good to know. I will be watching Valley Girl Road's Graceland is streaming live her public memorial. I will be watching. Honestly, if I had money, I would just go down to Graceland. Um, but I just didn't have it at the time. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I agree. She probably never recovered. For all the people in my life that lost their children, they never were the same. I agree, Scarlett. No one should never have to bury their children. It is unreal. Yeah. I don't know if you guys watched the podcast with uh Do It With Love with Genevieve Jackson and Deja Riley, but they were talking about at least not Deja, but Genevieve was talking about how Catherine was affected when Michael passed away. If you guys are not watching Do It With Love, they just had a new post the other day. Kudos to these girls, man. The first couple of episodes dig a little bit more into their life. You get a little bit more insight about Genevieve. And this week it's really, 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 really good. So check that out. Does anybody know the time for the memorial for Lisa? If anything, we'll definitely look into it. Yeah, I Victoria, I was shocked about the thing with Augie too. How close they were, and then he shared some screenshots of some of the things they were texting to each other. Um, I get the impression with the Jacksons, whether let's say you're divorced from one of them or you're separated, I think you're family for life. I always get that impression that they have a tight bond with their family, whether they're with their divorced spouses or not. Hey Bruce, I'm doing better. As you guys, some of you guys know, I got really sick at the beginning of the year. My voice is still not where it needs to be, but I started doing pre-detoxing, and that is making me able to get up out of my bed. So I'll be in a full detox in a day. I'm excited but nervous because I still want to eat potato chips. And for those of you guys that were on my live on Green is the New Lean on Mondays, on most Mondays at 7, we will be talking about health issues on our lives on Green is the New Lean. Thank you, Tori. And Valerie writes 9 a.m. and she's looking into the time zone for the memorial. Um, oh wow, I didn't know that. Bruce writes they had a tight bond, especially Jermaine and Randy. They share it. Dude, I'm not Bruce. So this is what I get for not reading this first. Bruce, don't be messy. I can't with you. Oh my gosh. Just disregard that. All right, guys. So today's topic. If you dare to. Who is calling me? Are you kidding me? Oh no. Sorry, guys. Shoot. I don't even know how to turn off the phone. Um, what you gonna call it? I just threw me off just now. How do you add this? For some reason, hold on. It's not showing. There we go. So one of the things about me, and some people think I'm a little weird for it, that I have like, and I don't think I'm childlike. I think I have been blessed enough to been able to tap into manifesting. My mother, um, raising us the way she raised us, she believes that we all have the power to want to get what we want. She believes that the Holy Spirit guides us into manifesting with what we want. So I believe in what my mom raised me in, but I've been very blessed. Almost everything I've ever wished for, I've been able to get it. And I mean, I will always wish for really weird stuff. And people be like, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. I'm like, no, it's gonna happen. So I ain't gonna lie, these are some really tall glasses of big wishes. But in my defense, when I started this Jackson journey, everybody was like, oh, you never gonna meet a Jackson. You never gonna meet one. I've met minimum 20 now. At minimum. And I remember back in 2010, yo, you never gonna meet one Jackson. Lies, 20 now. And honestly, I just wanted to meet the Jacksons just to give them their flowers. Again, going back to that podcast with Genevieve and stuff. Um, for some reason, the Jacksons have been treated really poorly in this country, especially when Michael was alive. It was just one of those weird things like, why is everybody just always crapping on them? It's like, are they perfect? No, they're human. Human beings are not perfect. Shocker. So I don't look at them as gods or idols. I think look at them as a normal family who was very fortunate enough through hard work and focus to be able to get out of poverty through their creativity and hard work. Nothing more to it. I only serve one God, God Himself, but I admire the family. I love meeting them, and every time I meet the Jacksons, they're super humble and super nice, and I think that's the coolest thing about them. But it's just like, oh, look at this cool family. It's one of those things, and I just find them awesome. That's just nothing more to it. I think they're just awesome beings, and I just wanted to give them the flowers because some people be like, why do you go so hard for them? I'm like, look, if you guys can name any other family like the Jacksons, let me know. And I'll do a YouTube channel on them too. That's all I'm going to say. Any. Doesn't even matter what race they are. Any Jacksons, like anybody like the Jacksons, just let me know. So, you guys are writing, dream big. Yes. Speak it to existence. Yes. And listen, if you got naysayers around you, get them away from you. Get them away from you. They are not your freaking people. I'm telling you. Everybody around me, they be like, oh, we're going to Mars. And I'd be like, just tell me what freaking astronaut suit am I going to need? I never question them like, oh, are we going to have enough oxygen? I believe the people that I'm with. And guess what? We're going to Mars. Just kidding about the Mars thing. Blue eyes, let me tell you something. I'll be honest, I've always wanted to meet Michael. It never happened for me either. When I was younger, I was too. I wish I was the person I am now. I'm much stronger in my 40s than I was in my 20s. I was just too. I don't know. I live out loud now. Like I don't care. I just like I'm going all out. Yeah. So they are sweet people. They truly, truly, truly are. And yeah, anything is possible. So with that being said, let's review my crazy wishes of 2022, just in case you guys didn't see the intro. Last year, I asked to take a picture with Janet Jackson because even though I met her, never got to take a picture because it was a meet and greet. They weren't allowing the cameras. And then my second wish was to meet Randy Jackson for the first time and take a picture with him too. Then my next wish was to see 3T perform live and get a picture with them as well. I also wanted to sign my poster, but it was too much for the intro. And the fourth one was to be able to get inside Neverland with the Jackson sisterhood, right? So then I was like, cool. None of that happened last year. None of it. But I ain't gonna lie. None of that happened, but I got to do Vegas, meet some awesome people. That's how I met Scarlett and Tori. And I also got to go to Thriller Night, and I didn't think I was going to be able to happen. And then like a series of events, including you guys donating to my thank jar, like on my main channel. Even though Tori was the first one to give me a super chat on this channel, some of you guys went to the main channel and was giving me tips. So thank you guys so much. I mean, it wasn't the amount of Thriller Night, but it helped. And most important, it gave me the motivation that you guys really got my back. And I appreciate that. So even though those wishes didn't came through, Thriller Night, I'm still on a Thriller Night high. And Vegas, that was awesome. So where do you guys think I went wrong in last year's wishes? So this is a theory. I'm just being funny. So don't be like, oh my gosh, this girl thinks this girl's nuts. But I had too many wishes at the same time. In wish etiquette, one-on-one, everybody knows you cannot have more than 3 wishes, right? You only can make 3, no more, no less. I made 4 wishes in 1 year, which was kind of selfish of me. And again, I'm just being funny. Or am I? And things you cannot do. You cannot make anyone fall in love with you. So I guess Randy fall in love with me is out of the question. I can't bring people back from the dead, even though I wish that more than I cared to share. and no wishes for more wishes. So, FYI, a genie can bend the rules a bit and grant a freebie, especially if I could trick them. So, can I trick them to grant these wishes? So, with that being said, my wishes for 2023. I want to take a picture with Janet Jackson. Now, all of us know, and if you don't, welcome to the Jackson Family Channel. Janet is touring this year. Now, spoiler alert, I did not get the meet and greet because stupid New Yorkers have a lot more money than me. That stupid meet and greet sold out fast. You could say Janet Jackson. So then I went to the Jersey one, and their meet and greet sold out. So I got good tickets in Jersey, but the only place I could find a meet and greet was Nashville, and I was going to book it, but then I was like, how the heck am I going to be able to get to Nashville, get my makeup done? Because if I'm getting a meet and greet, I'm getting my hair and makeup done. It just wasn't making sense. I need to meet and greet in New York. I live in New York. So Janet people, I don't know how you going to make this miracle happen, but if I could get a picture with Janet Jackson, let me know. I'm even willing to like pay the difference so I could get the meet and greet. It's just in New York, it's sold out. I can't buy what's not available. So this is now being called Operation I Dream of Janet. It's a play of I Dream of Genie, which is an old show. But I remember my babysitters used to not torture me, but make me watch all these old shows. And now that I do YouTube and TikTok, I thank all my babysitters for making me watch a lot of TV. It's all making sense now. And of course, I want to meet Randy Jackson. My friends know. I'm not going to say I'm in love with him. I don't know him, but I really, really have a celebrity crush on Randy Jackson. I'm not trying to be his wife or nothing, but I just want to take a picture with him. I'm saying too much, clearly. But I never met Randy, and he's usually with Janet. So, Randy, please be on the floor. I have floor seats this year. Please be on the floor. Look for a girl with green hair and a lot of love for your family. And my third wish, even though you're supposed to you can't make less wishes. If I had to pick a third wish, I guess it would be, oh God, it's between 3T. I'm going to say Neverland. Let's go for it. I want to go to Neverland. I want to be inside. I want to be there with my sisters and my new MJ friends. You know who you are. Some of y'all in this chat. All right. So those are my 3 wishes. I hope you enjoyed my silliness. But I do believe in manifesting. And, of course, I want to know what you guys' wishes are. And I'll be honest, I want you guys to put 3 things down and don't let no naysayers say you can't have it. Just put it down, manifest that, because I believe, like, you're probably asking, what's the point of this? Why do we wish and why do we dream? And it honestly keeps me going. It fuels me. It gives me inspiration. It lets me know all things are possible. I can't share with y'all everything that happened last year just for confidential reasons, but there was more blessings last year than I could ever put in words. If I never ever get a blessing ever again, last year made up for everything. It was just so many amazing things that happened last year, private and public. And I was just like, bro, what I learned is hard work does pay off and there's no dream too big. And it's just like, now I'm putting that in different areas in my life. I'm putting it towards bigger dreams for my family. I think when you do things that are impossible, and you're like, oh, now I got this one even bigger. For me, it just gives me inspiration. And I've been blessed. I've been like this probably since I was a teenager. I used to say stuff like, oh yeah, I'm going to meet blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. And my friends be like, no, you're not. And I'm like, okay, you stay right there in that negative energy. I'm going to do it. And I do. I think the only thing I never was able to do was meet Michael. It's not too many things. I'm keeping it real with you, And I believe the things that didn't happen yet. they still could happen. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, but yeah, so you guys, I want to know what your dreams are, and I don't want nobody to stop you from writing it down. Thank you, Tori. Honestly, my things come out better when I have operations. I said, don't have a wish, give it an operation name. Like Shelly can tell you, one of our craziest operations was to see the Jacksons as a group. It took a minute, but we got it. That was actually one of my favorite. I think it was called Operation Unity. Took us a while to get that one. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Looking back, I I should have took a day off of work just so I could get the tickets, because New Yorkers, they make money. This is a city that makes so much money, and I can't wait to tap into that energy. Oh, oh, congratulations, girl! I can't wait to see your pictures. I'm gonna have to do a live with you. I'll be like, tell me about your experience, right, Shelly? Shelly, I don't even think Shelly met Janet either. Some of my girls got to meet her. Long story how half the sisterhood got to meet her, but the other half, no. Man. Oh, somebody knows what that show is. That's what's up. What's up, bro? Because everybody's like, what is that? I'm like, man, now I know I'm old. Well, I mean, you don't have to be old. I think it's on shows like Nickelodeon and stuff. Listen, Randy, you better not be backstage. That's all I'm saying. Uh, that's one dream. Unfortunately, mm-mm. I wish I can grant you that one. Oh, hold on. All of a sudden, all your comments disappear, guy. Okay, there we go. Oh, snap. Susie wants to do Neverland. Susie, we are doing Neverland. I need to make a list of people that want to go to Neverland with me. So Scarlett writes, she wants to meet Janet, and you will. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Kay would like to go to MJ the musical. That's what's up. Yes, that I've honestly meeting the fans, connecting with the fans does make the biggest difference with the events. And it does show that all things are possible. And I love how the fandom is maturing in a more loving energy. I'm here for it. Uh Bruce writes, stop being so hard on yourself. Don't be. Except that I can't change the past. And MJ Biopic destroyed the Leaving Neverland trash. That's a great wish. Um, I think I agree with you with Bruce. I'm very hard on myself sometimes, and I'm learning to love myself for who I am as I am. And I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could change my past too, especially with the people that passed away. Sometimes we play that would have, could have, should have. You know what? The only thing I could tell you about your past, what I learned is there's lessons in that. And if there's something that you could do in your present and in your future to make you a better person, that's what the past is. The past is a blueprint on what not to do and what to become. So I think you have awesome wishes, and I wish you, I grant you that you have all that you desire. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys like this stuff, because I was with talking to one of the girls earlier, and I'm like, do y'all really want to share a wish? And then I said, nah, you know what? Let's make it a manifesting live. I have the desire this year to get out and do some things. Very encouraging. Go for it. Like when I started this Jackson journey, I think I said showed it in another live. I made 20,000 a year, and we were doing big trips even back then. They were a lot more budget though, but I learned from doing the big stuff with no money that all things are possible, but it is important who you surround yourself with. And if you can't find anybody on your level of manifesting, do it by yourself. Some of these trips, I did by myself. I didn't know these girls in the beginning. So it's just like, no. As a matter of fact, even when you find good friends, you also have to have the ability to love being by yourself and creating your magic also by yourself. We came in this world alone, we will leave it alone. And we also have to have that strength even when we're by ourselves. It does help to have people that are like you in your circle, but some of you guys may never find those people. And at the end of the day, there's only one person like you. So I say all that because as much as I am blessed to have people that are like me in my life, especially lately, I've been more up more to myself and to my family because it's just still it's very unique challenges for me. And I felt like especially the sisterhood has been through a lot. I just needed to give them a break and let them deal with their life. But I'm proud that I'm learning to do things alone and to heal alone and be happy alone. Um, that's part of the journey too. Finding your people, but most important, finding yourself. Because people, you can't rely on people for your happiness. For me, it's just God and myself. And if God grants me good people to fill in that extraness, then that's the icing on the cake. But it's been a very interesting last couple of months. That's all I'm going to say. You start when you start giving yourself permission to heal, you start seeing things differently. Um Tori writes, meeting Janet Jackson, going to Thriller Night, and going to the Vegas thing. Tori, you're one of the people I think about the most because I'm like, Lord, if this any of my channels make enough money, I'm going to pay for Tori to come because I really want you to come this year. But y'all need to manifest these channels make money because I want to be like I want to be one of them people like if I get money, we all being blessed together, especially you live people because y'all clearly got my back. Yes. Remember Operation Unity? That was one of my favorite. That was one of the hardest ones we did too. Valley Girl writes to see Michael vindicated once and for all. Absolutely. I think between the Moonwalkers, Taj, the biopic that's coming, public perception is shifting too. I think that's extremely important, even though Moonwalkers are the force behind it. Um, there's, like I said it before, there's some weird magic going on with Michael, and the general public ain't having it anymore. I think people are seeing things for what it is. Um, I just never understood why everyone's so harsh on the Jacksons, but I think people are tired of it. So, I love that. Melly writes, her wish is to meet TJ. Girl, girl, don't let him look at you. He got what I call them Jackson eyes. Child, child. Uh, your eyes are gonna cross because you be like, oh my God, it's intense. Second is to see 3T perform live in the United States. And last is to see Janet Jackson perform on stage. Let 3T be in the United States. I will give her my rent money to see them. Right? Tori, could you imagine? I remember when they opened the gates to Neverland. It's rare I cry at MJ events. When they opened the gates to Neverland, I just started crying. I couldn't help it. Because I've always wanted to go to Neverland when I was a kid. And God, I mean, my mom, because she had a lot on her plate, she had my dad, and there was several of us. Even I don't think my mom would be able to take me to Cali. So it's like, dang, I wanted to go to Neverland. More rights to see the MJ musical, meet fans in real life. You all seem amazing. I love to connect in real life. And everyone celebrate MJ's legacy and the truth finally prevails. So the trick with meeting us this year, I don't know if you have the money. A lot of us are heading out to Vegas if they're doing something for Michael for Vegas. I think that's probably the most central place you're going to get us. Because even though New York City does events, New York doesn't get together the way they used to. So it's like, but I hope that can happen. I hope I get to see you this year. Because I'm one of those people, even though I tell you I don't go in debt over these events. So far, I think I'm 500 and something in debt for Janet. Don't care. I financed it though. And they didn't announce Thriller Night yet, but I'm definitely getting that ticket. And Vegas, more likely I could pay for Vegas out the pocket. That's always affordable. Neverland for sure for Teresa. Um, okay, she got some 411. You never know. I feel like there might be an opportunity for Neverland, but I just hope it's not a gazillion dollars. Emma writes she wants to meet Michael's kids. Neverland and MJ won for his birthday. Michael's kids more likely will be at Thriller Night. Sometimes Prince is at MJ's birthday. Neverland, we all want Neverland. Make it happen. Oh yeah, MJ1 is the truth, bro. You have to see it. It's everything. Toya writes, yes, I hope to that Taj and Jen's doc vindicates Michael publicly. Yeah. We're definitely going to get to this. For sure. For sure. Y'all had me cracking up on my reel on this. Thank you, Bruce. Please hit the like button. We need to make this channel viral so I could sponsor people for Thriller Night and maybe even sponsor people for Neverland when that opens to the public, if it opens to the public. Yes, right, Scarlett? Could you imagine being in Neverland? Girl. Tori writes, one thing that I learned throughout my life is not to wait around for anyone. You have to believe in the things for yourself. I think that's the best lesson you could learn. Especially with me, like, I don't know. Like, I live in New York, so people are so shallow here. And if you're not like a certain kind of beauty, then people be like, well, you're not pretty enough, or you're not skinny enough, or you're too this, or you too that. Listen, me as a brown, round girl, I got into big parties in New York because I have confidence in myself. I love myself. And most important, I think I'm beautiful. And if I'm not your kind of beauty, that's okay. I'm my kind of beauty. Beauty is really, even though it is outer, it's most important inner. People could feel who you are. And it's just like, don't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot do. I'm telling you, especially New Yorkers, because they're so shallow. They'll be like, oh, you can't do this. Yes, I can. And yes, I can as a fat woman. And yes, I could do it as a black woman and a round woman. I'm doing it. And I've been able to do so many things in spite of not being skinny or pretty enough or whatever enough or educated enough. I'm me. That's good enough. As long as you're a genuine person, you ain't trying to harm people, you ain't trying to be a cutthroat, God's going to open those doors for you, wherever those doors are. Don't let people tell you what you can't. That's what I said. If you got naysayers in your group, get them out. You know how many people I cut off? Don't even know why I cut them off. I just disappeared. I ain't got time for it. I don't, man. I got some awesome, talented people around me that don't even believe in themselves. You got to believe in what you want to be the president of the United States, be the president of the United States. I'm being dead serious. If you want to be the CEO of your company, do it, bro. Don't let no one tell you what you can't do. I'm telling you, I remember I went to college because I struggled with reading, I struggled with comprehension, and I just struggled with a lot of stuff. I actually graduated college with honors. I used to study very, very hard though. Oh my God. I had no social life and it took me 2 extra years to finish college. But guess what? I graduated with honors. And for I mean, I even had people in my family tell me I couldn't do it. Yeah, right? Say less. And I got some scholarships. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I wanted to finish college. Period. Like, don't. I promise you, don't let people get into your energy. Oh, that's awesome. Listen, Shelly, I'm down for anything that you do. You always do your events with love. Not to plug my friend, but I'm going to plug my friend Shelly Block. Does events. They're not cheap. If you guys come with her, oh, I need an event for like under 500, you're wasting your time. But if you're here for real money, because what we want to do is create what I call a Jackson ecosystem, which means if you know moonwalkers with talented and with integrity, book them, support their art, support their stuff. Of course, you want to support the Jacksons. They're originator of the ecosystem. Um, but I would love to start supporting people. If you know a moonwalker in real estate, get your house through them or whatever. Like Melanie from uh the Michael Jackson fans in New York, she's a travel agency. Like let's start making money and power moves within our own ecosystem. Um yes, the only person that can control you is yourself. And I love my mom and my dad. They instilled so much confidence in us from day one. I remember there was this one time I was jealous of my best friend at the time. I was 13 years old. My best friend was super skinny and she had her real hair is as long as my fake hair. And everybody loved my best friend. Here I come in with my little short, curly, curly, curly hair. And my mother said, don't you ever be jealous of anybody. You are beautiful, just like your friend. And it's a different kind of beauty. Never be jealous. I never was jealous of nobody ever again. And my mother is right. That's right. You manifesting all of the thank you, child. That I'm telling you, we manifesting big money, and I'm putting it right back into this Jackson ecosystem. All right, Scott wants to see the musical Michael Vindicated, unreleased songs from the Bad Session, and more release of the Bad Tour. I like your wishes. I'm here for it. Hey, Janet. Love watching the show. I love Jeannie to see Michael Vindicated, and hopefully the biopic about Michael will be amazing. Yes. Them Bambi eyes. She must be talking about TJ. Yes, and the eyebrows. Have you noticed TJ looks exactly like freaking his father, like to the T. It's just a different complexion. And also TJ has like a different jawline, but basically TJ and Tito have the same face. Yeah, try to make your way to Vegas. Unless my family, where's family? No drama. I would like to make it to Vegas. I'm doing a big trip with my family this year, but thank God it's not clashing with the Vegas one. Scarlett writes, going to Vegas for MJ's birthday was the last year was the best decision she ever made. She met some wonderful people and have become great friends to me. I love your energy, Scarlett. Like when you smile, it made me smile. She was like, she's like, hey, Catch. And I was like, hey. And then I remember, it's funny, she said, it was great to meet you. I'm going to tell y'all, if you ever meet me, I'm very socially awkward. And it's like, it's weird to be in social media because it's like, I'm a typical nerd, which means I'm really shy and very socially awkward. And so sometimes people be, oh, it's nice to meet you. And I forget to say thank you. But thank you. It was nice meeting you too, Scarlett. I'm very socially awkward. Oh, please go to the Gary's home for the Jacksons, and make sure you stop by the casino to see like the little layout for each individual Jackson. It's awesome. Uh See, I haven't messed with Cali with because I feel like you could just tell by how you could just tell by certain things the kind of like Cali got gorgeous people not liking themselves. And I'm going to be candid with you. Why not? You guys know so much about me. Why not? Me being a black woman with very strong African features, um, I'm not gonna lie. It was hard to me when I was little, but again, thanks to my mom, it's just like sometimes we're taught to not like our features because we're in a country that's mixed with a lot of different races, and sometimes it's something that's created way bigger than you. When I go to the Caribbeans or when I'm with other Africans, oh my God, it's just so much love for my beauty. So what I've learned is to learn love my beauty, love my full lips, my full nose, my big eyes. I love my face now. And it took me years to get to that point. I initially wanted to change my features and do this and do that. And then it's like, but why? There's nothing wrong with your face. It's just you're being held to different standards. Like some people want to lighten their skin. Dark skin's beautiful. White skin's beautiful too. Just love the skin that you're in. If you have curly hair, that's nice. If you have straight hair, that's nice too. Love who you are for who you are and represent what you look like. Because it's just like this is what I love about social media and TikTok and everything. Everyone gets represented now. This is what you see so many different levels of beauty. And that's what this is about. Thank you, girl. And so are you. I was like, don't let, and I thank my mom for this though, because I'm telling you, I went to a predominantly white and Spanish school, and I think there were 5 black kids. So not so many people had hair like me at all. And it's just one of those things, especially when you're the outsider. I mean, thank God there was no racism in any of the schools I went into. It's like I had a beautiful, beautiful childhood, but you do notice your hair is different, or you notice your, and I remember people did comment on my lips when I was little, and now you fast forward, people actually inject their lips to be big like mine. You wait till people to catch up to your beauty. That's all I'm going to say. I said people pay for these full lips that I have for free. So I'm like, don't change yourself. Make people change to you. I mean, just love the skin you're in. Don't change nothing. I'm like, just be comfortable in your skin. All right. Honestly, I would like to meet Catherine too and Frank, but I never put Catherine on my list because I just feel like uh, it's so hard to get to her. Like some of my friends have met Catherine, but shout out to them. They're lucky because Catherine's a much, much harder to get to. Some of them even met Joe. But if that's what you want to do, go for it. If I hear any tidbits on how to meet Catherine, I'll let you know, Emma. Yeah, it's like, uh, no, I want you guys. I mean, that was the whole point of this. Like, because at first people would be like, yo, you got these crazy wishes, especially my coworkers. And then, like, it never fails. When they find out I did something, they go, oh, like, I remember when I went to Thriller Night last year, I don't know how my coworkers found out because I'm very, very private. But oh, I heard you went to Michael Jackson's house. And at first I was just looking at people like, how did they know? I still to this day don't know how people know. But people were shocked. They were like, oh, how did you do that? Because at work, I look homeless. I look so homeless. I never put on makeup. I make no effort at work. I just literally just take a shower, roll out of bed, go to work. I even have a whole different wig. I just go to work to do my job and come home. So, like, I guess people have a hard time believing I'm on social media, but I'm one of those people, like, I don't talk about my social media because I don't feel like my social media makes me important. I think what makes me important is that I'm there for my family and I'm there for my friends. I think how you treat people is important, not what you do. Like, so I never talk about what I do. It's not important. Um, oh yeah, the Gary House for MJ's birthday is nice too. They have like these events at the neighborhood. You are so right. I honestly was going to go to Gary for the birthday, but then Tori was like, nah, Vegas, because it's a landmark with MJ1. I'm like, oh, you right. Yes, Tori, listen, this is the direction I want to go in. Now, what people don't know, I ain't going to blast people because I'm sure they're not going to appreciate that. But there are some moonwalkers that do stuff in the tri state area, funding stuff for other fans. And um, I think that's not think that's the direction I do want to go in. Um, Being able to help people because some of you guys will not be able to generate the kind of money you need to go to these events. But I'd still challenge y'all though. Tap into your greatness. Whatever you're great at, tap into it and find the money. There's money in every freaking thing. We're in a different world. A lot of our jobs are diminishing. Like my kind of job more likely will not exist 5 years from now. So I probably have a 5-year timeline to figure out how to become an entrepreneur. And I'm not even scared. I'm not even scared. I did a live with Tori with no voice because I'm like, I'm hungry. I know that there, I don't know how I'm going to make that money, but I know I'm going to make it one day. I can't even tell you how. It may not even be social media. It might be something else. But, but no matter what you do, and I learned this from college, you have to have discipline and you have to be focused. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I did not want to do this live today. I had a really, really, really tough day. I had some clients that made me really want to hurt them, and they were draining my energy out. And I said, but you know what? I use their negative energy to fuel good energy into this thing. I don't want to be in a job that drains me out to that level. Why not do what I love? I love creating and I love creating more than anything. Um it puts me in a good headspace. And I do a lot of consulting behind the scenes. Like all my friends are like, "Oh, you need to charge people for the consulting stuff," but well, I don't know. But Tori, I know we need to work on that. Um, and it could be little stuff. It could be like, hey, donate, blah, blah, blah. And then this can go to one fan to go to Thriller Night. You know, again, that Jackson ecosystem, it's there. It's just right now, I think as everyone's struggling, it's hard to see that we're going to tap into this greatness, but we are. Because think about all the stuff we've overcome. We were doing stuff during the pandemic. We were doing stuff last year. A lot of the stuff that's happening in the fandom is because you guys decided, even though the world's really, really dark and gray, even you, some of you guys might have sucky lives. I know my life is really sad right now, or at least parts of it's really sad. But what brings me joy is pushing through that. Push through it. Say, you know what? I'm going to do something to make me feel less sad today. I'm going to, clean my house. I'm going to do something with my family. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to pray. You're going to do stuff that's going to get you through this. I know a lot of you guys are suffering. A lot of you guys talk to me privately. I know, but don't give into that dark energy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And love does start with yourself. If you don't love yourself, even though I love social media, and yes, you guys made my year for all the things you said to me. I used to be really popular in high school, And the thing about popularity and fame is probably the same exact type of demon, is that popularity and fame fluctuates. And I remember when I went from high school to college, I was like the ugly duckling again. Nobody wanted to talk to me. I wasn't popular. And I remember I felt like crap. And I'd be honest, that was part of the reason why I dropped out of college the first time. And I learned, though, I need to love myself whether I'm popular or not, whether I get recognition for whatever or not. You have to be the biggest fan for yourself, because sooner or later, especially if you get into the social media space, child, you're going to have trolls. You're going to have people that like you or don't like you, or you might offend them but don't know how you offend them. You have to be good with yourself and yourself alone. That's why I was like, you know what, I'm really learning to be really good by myself, and so I could be better for others. But don't wait for people to like approve you, bro. Cause I'm like, especially if you're in the social media space, if you got like some people in my life, they're like worried about likes and stuff. I never look at the likes. It's like, all right, if you like it, if you don't, you don't. If I posted something, I posted because I wanted to share information. If you like what I share, great. It's like, because I said it will drive you nuts. I stopped looking at my analytics. If I put out the best post that I can, that's it. On to the next post, because you're going to drown yourself in madness trying to get other people's approval. And not for nothing, I really do have a really small channel, especially last year. And I was really surprised how many of y'all was like, "Oh, we watch your channel." And I'm like, "Really?" I was shocked. But it was just like, it was nice to get recognized, but it's also like important to stay grounded no matter what. Cause it's like life is filled with ups and downs, and it's like try your best to like block the superficial stuff because it will mess with you. So man, imitation is the best form of flattery. Okay. Y'all want to meet Captain. I'm manifesting for that for y'all. I was like, okay, you want to meet the woman who made all those awesome children. Oh, I didn't know that, Teresa. Back in the days, Captain would be at the house. Actually, I think she came to the house in 2012 when we were there, but you couldn't see her. So she was only with her kids. So my God, Teresa, share more about the Catherine stuff. That's true. That's true, man. Don't let, I said, never fails. You know what's weird though? A lot of people call me in my personal life and they want me to work on their channels. And I'm like, bro, if any of my friends are watching me, I got 4 channels and a job and a family. Until I get rid of that 9 to 5, I cannot work on nobody's channels. Now, if you from my sisterhood, that's different. I got y'all. But I'm talking about outside my sisterhood. There ain't no more time. There's just none. I'm exhausted and I'm legitly sick. So it's just like, y'all gotta wait till I leave my 9 to 5. And that's to the people that came out of nowhere talking about, oh, can you start? No, I ain't got no time. I'm so tired. Oh, Teresa writes, they were sitting outside in the back under a tent. A lot of nieces and nephews were there, but there was a fence. So yeah, that was kind of like for us. Yeah, always have faith things could happen. It could. I remember initially Catherine and the kids used to go to Gary for Michael's birthday. I don't know what changed that. And now Vegas became the spot, and now it's mainly Prince. So I hope the kids, all 3 of them, want to do the stuff for Michael's birthday. Like, I don't know what Michael's children feel. You know, like I can't imagine because I lost both my parents, and I just you mix the fame and the fans and all the stuff that comes with being Michael Jackson's children. I ain't gonna lie, I know it's tough being his kids. It has to be. And then, like, I don't know how they feel. Even though it's been 13 years, you know, I don't know how they feel. But I always think about his children. Always, like, how are they processing everything? Because I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Paris has her own career now, and Prince has his own career. I believe BG's in college. It's like I think about them all the time. Right. I love these lives, and I love that you guys like them. Oh snap, it's Deneen. Deneen's another magical energy. I think Deneen is like my twin with energy. And we have similar good and bad things. Like we go through a lot, but we'll still laugh. We will find the joy. Never be a victim of your life. Never. Ah, thank you. Oh, I never got that, but thank you. I think like I keep saying I'm going to do my fourth channel, but I think, and it's because of you guys that I had a breakthrough. Well, I think it was Bruce who said, "How are you doing?" And I said the truth. I think the lives are helping me break through the grief. And then it's like it's so good when you start breaking from a grief. I call them a grief bubble. When you start pushing forward, it feels it feels really good. It's not saying that you're not sad and you don't miss the people. It's saying that I'm choosing to start living, because it's the one thing we don't know if you're going to live a long life or a short life, but you don't want to waste your time changing things that you can't change. Like if you lost somebody, or if you lost a home, or you lost a job, you can't get those things back. You could just push forward and say, okay, God took this out of my life. Why? Is he trying to make me stronger? Is he trying to make me more insightful? Was that person or that job or that situation bad for me? Was that house in a bad environment? Do you have a better house for me? I can't begin to tell you how much stuff I lost. But once I gave it to God and said, you know what? I'm angry you took this from me, but I'm going to trust why you did it for me. Something way better happens. Even though like I miss my mom more than I miss anything. There's a stronger version of me coming out. And so it's like I don't know what her death is going to leave for my life, but I'm trusting that God said, you know what? It's time for you to be this person, and it's only going to happen because she's gone. So it's just like one day you guys will know what I'm talking about, and some of you guys already know what I'm talking about. But don't be a victim of bad situations. Unfortunately, death is for everybody. Either you're the one they're going to bury or you're going to bury someone. You can't get away from death. That's guaranteed for all of us. Some of us will lose jobs. That might be an opportunity to be an entrepreneur. Some of us might uh like my health is not good, but it's causing me to understand foods in ways, in a healing ways that I didn't even know was possible. So you just never know. Sometimes you have setbacks for a reason. It might be the reason why you might get to that 6 or 7 figure business. You never know. God never makes mistakes. I'm telling you, he doesn't. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. Do it with passion and do it with love. It's a lot of hard work though. That's one thing. I've done college mixed with school and social. I'm trying to do the social media thing. Social media is harder than all I put together, but I'm very passionate about what I do. I've the Jackson channel was probably the biggest accident of all my channels, but I've never appreciated a group of strangers as a Jackson family. But I think what I get from the Jacksons is their worth ethic, their kindness, their humbleness. There's just something about them like, yo, like Y'all came from that little house, and this is what you got out of that. Yeah, that's inspiration to the greatest. So, oh, that's what's up, Potato Sky. I hope you guys checked out MJ Fangirl's latest post. It was really good. Y'all, I feel like Captain Jackson's the number one wish list for the Jacksons. Y'all want to meet, and Emma would like to hug her. Okay, y'all manifesting Catherine this year. Man, yeah, child, I would love to meet her. That would be an honor. Oh, Teresa writes they stopped doing Gary's MJ's birthday because the last show they put together was considered ghetto. Oh, I can't remember who complained, but it was someone in the. Oh, that's a shame. Listen, if y'all mess up Havenhurst, I'm gonna be pissed. Don't bring y'all ghetto shenanigans to Havenhurst. Oh, it was nice seeing the kids, and it was the kids and the cousin on that skiing trip. I, it's crazy. When I was younger, we used to ski, but now that I'm older, I cannot stand the cold. I think if I skied now, I probably would come up there with a cute snowsuit and go straight in the cabinet. I'm just kidding. If you dress properly, it's not that bad with the cold. The Thriller Night started really recently. The first time I ever heard of it, I think was 2018. I think Michael Trapson was the first person to ever do it. Back then it was only $1,000. So and then of course 2020 they couldn't do it because of the pandemic, and then 2021 was the first time we got to do it with the sisterhood. And then last year, it wasn't that many though. I think there was like maybe 3 to the public. Anytime, girl. Hey, MJ fan girl. I was going to invite you, but I always be giving people like invites at the last minute. Ask Deneen. I'd be like, Deneen, I know I'm giving you like a 5-second notice. So I know because you got the little one, I can't be so last minute. But I did want MJ Fangirl on here because she did a great job on covering the buy up. There's a reason for everything. There is, but you know what the issue is, and I'm a victim of that too. Let's say, because I can't get into detail about everything for legal reasons, but sometimes certain things happen and it is preventable, and you're angry sometimes. So it's just like, or sometimes it's not closure. It's kind of like, what Bruce was saying earlier. Sometimes you want to change your past, or like, there's a lot of things about my past I want to change, a lot, but it wouldn't make me who I am today. So it's just like, it's about a lesson. But trust and believe, especially when you're dealing with a loss. Like I think about Lisa Presley's children. There's nothing I could tell her children that would give her comfort. Nothing. They're going to have to push into a level of greatness within their own soul to push through losing their mom so young. It, especially younger people, it is traumatic to lose a parent. But I actually have a friend. She lost her mom, I think she was 9. And without getting too many details, her other parent checked out, and it forced her to be an adult like at 10. And she turned out to be one of the most strongest, epic women I know. She's like in her early 30s right now. And she could have been a victim of what happened to her when she was a kid, but she turned out to be a warrior. So it's how you process bad things. Like, you can't prevent it. It's just the inevitable. If you're human, bad things are going to happen to you. You can't stop it. So, hey, what's up, L? Y'all are going hard for Catherine. I feel like maybe I have the wrong Jackson on my list. Y'all were like, nah, you want Janet, I want Captain. I want the woman who made Janet. And Randy. You know what would be cool? And again, no time soon because I want you guys to level up your money. Level up your freaking money, everybody. It would be cool to do like a moonwalker kind of ski trip. I'm telling you right now, those ski trips are very, very dangerous. Like my teacher, I never forget it. She's like, "Hey guys, skiing's really safe." True story. She broke mad bones in her body. If we ever decide to do a ski trip, I'm not responsible for anybody who gets hurt. I'll make sure I have insurance by then. Don't do it. I hope he gets to go to Thriller Night. Thriller Night is epically expensive. So that's why I was like, look, y'all, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Help any of my channels grow. And I told you, even just 6 figures, I'll be more than happy to sponsor a couple of people to go. I'll pay for it. I can't pay for everything, but at least the ticket. Tanine says, "Hey, MJ fangirl." Oh, okay. Teresa says the costume, you're right. The costume party has been going around, but it was private back then. It was called Costume for a Cause, but they recently changed the name to Thriller Night. That's why Terrell doesn't. Oh, she knows the tea. It's better to go Thriller Night. Good question. Huh. The sisters are divided on this. For me, the second night was better because it was with the people I wanted to see. Some people like celebrities, no shade to celebrities, but the only celebrities I like are Jacksons. I'm not really big on celebrities in general, especially living in New York. I got very special stories. But some people, there were more celebrities in the first night. So I don't know. It depends. Like if you want to see more celebrities, I guess the first night. But in our night, we have more social media people. I like the social media people. I like to meet the people that I watch because I don't even watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube. Only TV I watch is Disney Plus. And Bruce, it wouldn't be a story without Star Wars, and mainly Star Wars. But it depends. And then Renee said it was better desserts on night one, but on our night she said we had better swag bags. So I don't know. I don't know. I personally would like to go to both nights, but I just booked the trip with my family, so now I can only afford one night. Yeah, see, Teresa said what I said. First night had more celebrities, and second night was more mellows. Yeah, it depends what you're after. I felt like the second night had more moonwalkers, and I think that's why I said the second night had, my opinion, a better dance party because it had more of us. I don't know, because I never see celebrities act like normal people. Like I don't know. If I was a celebrity, I still would be me. If that makes any sense, I wouldn't change. I still be in the middle of the dance floor dancing with everybody. I don't know. I'd have been like Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker was on the dance floor with us last year or the year before. I don't know. But that's always the question. Which night's better? I don't know. For me, it was the second night, but for Nate, it was the first night. I don't know. I want to see more Moonwalker. So do I. I think in time, Tori. I think the main issue is, at least I can just speak for myself, my money's not where it needs to be. So it's like, even if I was brave enough to coordinate something, I don't even have money to back it up. So I don't know. Listen, you are not missing anything. I prefer a Caribbean or warm event over a cold. But Like I said, I haven't skied since I was a kid. I can't stand the cold now. I'm more of a heat person. Uh-uh. Yeah, man. Tori, I'm telling you, because I mean, you have a Jackson Family channel, so me and you have clearly the same niche. It is a little bit harder in this niche, but I would go for sponsorships, and I wasn't kidding. You should go for stuff like headphones and stuff. If I could think of anything to go for I would say branding would probably be your way to get some extra money. Mm-mm. Oh snap! She would like to do a session with TJ and the family. That's cool. I just bought some stuff from TJ's website. Was it today or the other day? Yo, TJ got TJ Jackson stuff. He got the family rule stuff, and then he got merch. I was like, this dude gets it. The DD Foundation started Costumes for a Cause, which was a lot more like affordable than. Uh, so here's the pros and cons to the price. If you make it too cheap, then you might have unruly behavior in the house. So you can't make it too cheap because that means any boo boo can get in there. Um, that's why I was like, I get it. I get the price. I do. I do. You don't want no Gary Indiana situations. You feel me? Read between the lines. uh but Oh, Deneen writes because she was there for Friday. I noticed the night I went, there wasn't any performances, and the second night they had the performances. That's a good observation. Shelly writes because she was there. Shelly writes she prefers the first night, but her sister will take either. Okay. Right. Denise writes she's more interested in the YouTubers and the vloggers. You know what I got out of so my night, Deneen, because I was with my own peers, the feedback was just so helpful. And then I actually met some YouTubers that were way bigger than me. And they're like, oh, I watch your channel, giving me feedback and pointers. And some of the stuff that you guys are seeing is just because I was with my own peers. Celebrities, except for Chris Brown and the Jacksons, I'm keeping it real. And Chris Tucker, there's not so many people I want to see. So it's like, as a matter of fact, like there were celebrities in both Thriller nights I went to, but I don't know if y'all noticed, I didn't approach any of them. I was like, "Shit, you ain't a Jackson, I do not care." I mean, I don't mean to say it mean, but I don't. I was like, okay, there's such and such. All right, I'm going to keep moving. I don't know. I think I personally don't approach too many celebrities because some of them are rude, and I'm like, unless I legitly watch your show or listen to your music, I'm not going to take a chance of you trying to play me. What if you're one of those rude people? So I mean, I get the impression that if you're in the Jacksons' home, you're a celebrity that gets like be nice to the people that are here. But I don't know. It depends what you want. If you want to meet more celebrities, it's probably night one. If you want to meet more social media people, it's more likely night two. But I don't even know. We don't even know what they're doing this year. Does Prince watch the lives? Hey, Prince, what's going on this year? What's the theme? Are we having two nights? Am I going to have to sell a kidney to go? What's going on, Prince? Or John? Or Taj? Or TJ? And Terrell, are you ever coming back? Yeah, I hope Terrell comes back though. Like I do. I really do. Not because I want to meet him, but seriously. This is the Didi Foundation in honor of their mom. Hopefully he would want to come back. Yeah, that's a good point. It was a lot more crowded the first night. Yeah, child. Listen, I was so overwhelmed by last year. It was way more crowded from the night we went. Yeah. Well, if I can afford to do both nights, I definitely would book it. There's the way I would. Let's say you can afford both nights, because some of you moonwalkers got some money. If you can afford both nights, then it probably would benefit you because it's very overwhelming. So it's just like, I mean, for some of y'all, one night will probably be fine, but for me, I love to dance. I love I just love being in the house. Like for me, that's like, oh my God. Even though I never be in the house, but I just love being on the property. It's just, I don't know. And then it's like so cool just to see the Jacksons walk around. Oh God. And of course, I love the food. I love seeing Prince. Prince is one of those people, like I legitimately do not know him, but he always gives me this energy like you know him. What a cool dude. I don't know. It's just something I never, ever, like there's no wish that was as big as Thriller Night. That's why I was like, y'all dream big, man. Cause some of us was like, oh snap, we on Havenhurst. Like, did y'all see the Neen's vlog on Thriller Night? I wanted to cry. I was living through her. Yeah, yeah. It's a certain behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like if you make them tickets too cheap, it's going to get crazy. Um, I think it's worth every penny for sure, for sure. Please don't go past 1,500 though, please. Oh, thank you. Well, Prince, if you're watching, we love you. I really, yeah, he's such a cool dude. He really, really, really is. Like the things that he channels in. I remember with Tori, he said something about her braids. He said something about my Crocs. Actually being around Prince has made me a better person in a social media space. It kind of helped me to get out of my comfort zone. Cause I be honest, I just love being home. I love being home. And my friends, remember I had to surround yourself with certain people. My friends like to travel, and my friends have big dreams, and my friends like to include me in their dreams. So they force me to come out of my comfort zone. I mean, granted, I did do some of these trips by myself, but the better trips were with them. Surround yourself with people with similar energy. I say all that for a reason, right? I was really happy to see Tito, but I regret not putting him on the vlog. But we did talk. But I was like, I'm one of those people like I don't know. I try not to hog up the time. And I'm like, oh, you met Tito several times, like other people, because I don't want to drain them out. Because it's like so many people go up to them. But he was hiding. He was hiding on our night. But I think the first night he was out. No. Hey, Terrell. You think I can get Terrell on a live to ask him? Because I do remember him vocally saying why, but I don't have the proof. But yeah, Shelly writes being at Havenhurst made her day. That w- that was I know that's one of your dreams. I know Neverland's yours too. Me, Shelly, Rocky, Honey, and Dexter, we be driving to freaking Neverland and we just be sitting in front of the gates. We haven't done that since that man purchased it, but before, mm, just dreaming, just let us in. Deneen, they loved your vlog of Thriller Night. Deneen had the funniest Thriller Night vlog of all times. Deneen is so funny. Please follow her freaking channel. That girl's hilarious, bro. 2021, my mom took my sister to Reno. We did a day at Lake Tahoe, and guess who my mom said? Prince. Wait, Prince was there? What? Oh, but it wasn't him. Oh, I was like, that's awesome. Yeah. Are you guys following him? He has new merch, new single. Does that mean you're gonna be a Thriller Night this year? Oh no! Scarlett writes that she got a picture with Tito, but he kept the mask on. I can't. He was trying to be incognito. That was funny. Y'all are funny. Hilarious. So we up to, I can't believe this live was this long. And this honestly, I was like, how long could a wish video be? All right, guys, we have a couple of events and updates. Oh my gosh. Are we excited? Let the pink and the black and white be an indication what's going on. Y'all had me cracking up with some of the response on my Instagram about this biopic. What are your thoughts? Some of you guys wrote a couple of things, so I would share it. Oh man, exciting news. Now to see that it's actually going to be done right and to choose the actors playing Michael throughout his life. Not only Michael, but also find an actor to portray the many people in Michael's life. This will be a difficult operation to pull off, but because of MJJ, I know magic can be accomplished. I'm sincerely looking forward to viewing it, hopefully sooner than later. Let's do it right this time, okay? And then I wrote facts. This one had me weak. Attention, attention. Don't F this up. Sign moonwalkers around the world. I was on the floor when I saw that one. I'm so nervous about this, especially this being so many MJ's impersonators who have chosen as the perfect choice. I hope they use some kind of CGI over an actor who can dance and talk like him. That's interesting. And Susie, Liz Teller, put a heart. Let me see. Oh, snap. Y'all were like, he is not coming to Thriller Night. He better. Terrell, come. I'm definitely going to book a session to talk to him for sure. That's definitely on my list to do. Definitely. Like, y'all know I love me some 3T. Love my encounter with TJ and Taj. Confirm how much I love me some 3T. Everybody had me weak in those comments. They had me cracking up. Don't F this up. That was my favorite one. I was like, Because when it comes to Michael Jackson has so many layers to his life, it is easily, I think it's actually very difficult to get this right. But I have faith based on the people they got on board. I highly recommend you guys checking out MJ Fangirl's post on this. That's right. Deneen goes, she hopes they do this right. Right. Who's playing them? I don't know, man. I hope they do your boy right. I'm wondering when the documentary is going to drop. I know. Oh, snap. Tori writes, someone said Lion Gate messed it up when Raising Hell, LOL. I feel like MJ fans would protest. I know. We learned from Leaving Fakeness, as I'm gonna say, came out. MJ fans are not to be messed with. We learned a lot. I never realized how powerful moonwalkers were until that stupid lie of a God knows what came out. You guys are not to be messed with. Yeah. To Tori writes, I can't see how they achieved to depict all aspects of his life in a 2 to 3 hour movie. Girl, I'm with you on that. I was like, ooh. But I do like Bohemian Rhapsody. I think I'm saying that wrong. The one with the movie about Freddie Mercury. So it's possible. It's possible. But I get it because Michael Jackson's life is so layered. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to get too excited about the biopic until I see who is playing Michael. That's a good assessment. And I really hope that the Jackson family is heavily involved. We know Prince is involved. Thank God. Yeah. I'm a little nervous, but I feel like they do have a lot on their plate. But I think the estate knows what's at stake. What's at stake, you know what I'm trying to say. They know there's a lot at risk. They got to get this right. I know. Where's our Thriller 40? Emma writes, I'm excited but nervous. Yes. I know. Like literally, we are 3 weeks into January. This is what I've noticed about life since the pandemic. Have you noticed in 2020 time was going really, really, really slow? Unless you guys were in the medical field, I'm sure life was hell. But for those of us that were locked up, time went really, really, really slow. Now, at least for me, time goes so fast. Time waits for no one. Oh my God. Really? I don't know. Listen, I am a huge Spike Lee fan. If y'all see my Spike Lee collection, I collect the weirdest stuff. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think it should be Spike. But Victoria, I'll respect your answer. Hmm. Interesting. Spike Lee. I think I would have liked Spike Lee for the documentary, but I'm not sure about the movie. Not sure. Plus, Spike Lee knows moonwalkers. He ain't messing with that. He know if it's a mess up, it's gonna get ugly. And we love Spike. We don't want to fight him. As a matter of fact, I think Antonio is brave because moonwalkers and Skywalkers are Star Wars fans. Not their official name, but I think it should be their name. But anyway, they have one thing in common. When y'all ain't happy, y'all let the world know. Yes, I agree. I do feel at ease knowing the family is a part of it. Um, you know what I like about specifically Prince? You could tell Prince is studying his father like we study the father, which is important. It's those little details. It's those little details that are very important. Have you guys seen some of the more recent interviews with Prince? Very impressive. Because I mean, I know Terrell, Taj, TJ, they know Michael to that level as well because you know, they grew up and worked with their Michael as well. But I really find it really impressive with Prince because it's like that's a lot to know, so it's just like wow. Tori writes, they're suggesting a mini series, but I feel like a movie in the theaters would be huge for Michael's legacy. Hmm, that would be a good option too. Like American Dream, but what's American Dream a mini series? Just like a big 2-part movie that I don't remember. Ooh, we should have like an American Dream watch party. I wonder if this is on YouTube, because if it's on YouTube, then we could literally watch it together. Yo, chat, let me know if y'all want to do it. That's one of my favorite movies, and I haven't seen that in a minute. Oh, I hope not, Emma. She thinks, what if they cancel Thriller 40 because they might turn this attention to the. No, I don't think that happened. I'm sure there's a reason why they haven't announced it yet. Because I mean the documentary is out already, so it's not like it has to be done. It's done. They just got to release it so we could see it. Like in a dream situation, I just wish they would put the documentary on YouTube. Like I don't mind it being on Netflix. I have Netflix, but I feel like YouTube would be a way bigger reach because YouTube is free. And what we want to do is get Michael's legacy out to the masses. Nothing beats free. Yeah, they agree with Tori. That would be huge. Time is flying. Listen, Deneen, time is flying, which means if you are a YouTuber, get to posting because because we need to generate money so we all could be a Thriller night, all of us. Oh my God. Tori thinks or my Spike Lee had prior engagements and that's why he couldn't do the doc. Oh, I would have liked him for the doc, but I can understand. Elle writes she prefers the doc over the movie. I want the truth, not embellishments. Yes. Oh, snap. So listen, let's say they don't announce the doc. Then maybe we could do a watch party. It sucks because I do the vegan channel lives on Monday. It's hard to do. Maybe I could just do 2 lives on Monday because Monday I'm usually always free. Saturdays, it's tricky. That's why this one started a little late. Depends on what happens earlier in the day. American Dream was a miniseries. Oh my God, I love that movie. Do, 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 do. I wonder if they're having it on a streaming platform to have it on. I think that might be it. There is money in the streaming platforms, but this is what I'm thinking. If you put it on YouTube, maybe you can just get it from the Google ads instead. I don't know. I don't know how this works because I'm sure Michael's music's probably in it. That's a whole different situation. I recently watched American Dream. I was so impressed. I love a watch party. If we can't do it in January because the month is only almost over, especially since this is a slower season, I will definitely set that up. I think that'd be so fun. I'd be like, we could drink water together and eat popcorn. Chill. Let me. Yes, get everybody. If you're a YouTuber, get the posting. It's about to be February. I know I'm the one to talk. For Gadgetrish, I haven't posted one video yet. The vegan channel, I finally got a video up. The digital diary. I want to post, but I think I'm scared because it's like my real life. And wait till you see this apartment. It's like one part of my house is really, really neat. And another part, you'd be like, oh my God, she needs a counselor. And I think I'm scared to show the bad stuff, I guess. Awkward. But I know like that I don't know. I think that was the whole point of me doing the vlog channel because I wanted to be transparent. But transparency hurts. You don't want to show it. Oh my god. What if they released it for oh, that'd be interesting for Black History Month. That's a possibility. I hope they don't do it for Appreciation Month in June. Because, Scarlett, you already know that is the beginning of MJ season. Some Moonwalkers go to Cali. Then we also got Janet Jackson still touring. And some other Jacksons are touring. It's a lot going on in June. Please, if y'all gonna release stuff, please do it in the winter. Ain't nobody doing nothing in the winter. Or barely. But yeah, I'm down for Black History Month. Yes, we need a release date. I agree. But they need to make announcements. You know, have you guys noticed, considering this is January, this is kind of busy for Michael Jackson or just the Jacksons in general. So, to all my YouTubers, get the posting. That's right, Deneen and Tori. Who else is in here? Another YouTubers in here? Get the posting. If you guys are interested in starting your business, start getting get the wheels turning. Because I'm like, let's say your goal is 6-7 figures. It takes years to do that, which means you need to start now. That's all I'm going to say. Start now. Start now. Like, I was watching I watch a lot of YouTube channels on how to grow YouTube channels. I love learning stuff. And one of the YouTubers are like, your first 10 videos, no one's even going to watch. Just post. If you have a business, doing the Instagram, TikTok, just post. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. Just post. Have you seen my stuff over the last couple of years? Some of it's legitly crappy, and I keep it up there. It shows growth. Oh, when you guys get a chance, please check out MJ Fangirl's post on the biopic. She did a great job covering everything. So good to see her back on. And oh my god, I can't wait to show you this. Remember, I said we're going to highlight Jackie Jackson's furniture? Listen, I'm sure his furniture is not going to be cheap, but y'all manifesting 6 and 7 figures, right? So look at this. You guys got to see this. When I saw this, I said, oh, wait. And that's what I'm talking about, that Jackson ecosystem we're trying to create. Let me just share my screen with y'all. Look at this. Tori taught me how to share my screen. And all right. So look at the Havenhurst furniture. What makes this really unique, the Havenhurst is one of those sustainable design furnitures. It's made with recycled plastic gathered from land and the ocean. And for me, especially being a vegan, I'm really passionate about buying things that are sustainable, that are more environmentally friendly. Now, I'm sure something like this is not going to be quote unquote affordable, but I want you guys to tap into the future version of you. If you are not making 6 figures today, you'll be making it tomorrow. You'll be able to buy stuff like this, sustainable furniture, things that are better for the environment. Like, not recently, but earlier last year, I invested in better clothes, things that are not going to deteriorate. And I'm sure I'll have those things a lot longer. It's just, you got to think about our impact on the environment and what we do. And this is Jackie's baby. Now, the stuff is not completely launched yet, but make sure you sign up for their website. And even if you can't afford it today, think about it tomorrow. Think about what your life is going to be if you start doing what you want to do today. Think about the seeds that are going to grow. They're going to grow. I promise you they're going to grow. It's just when you least expect it. But I want to tell you something. some of y'all journey is going to take longer than others. Get the posting. That's right. Don't drag your feet, girl. Do what you got to do. Because I'm learning from this social media walk. I probably would have been 6, maybe even 7 figures if I was this person 13 years earlier. Now, granted, I think I needed to go through the journey that I went through to be who I am today. But I'm not wasting no more time at all. No more excuses. Things get done. A lot of things get done now. I'd be like, oh, I'm tired, but I don't want to do my crappy 9 to 5 anymore. So let's post, let's edit, let's do lives, do what we got to do, and do more freelance work in the social media space. But I'm like, oh no, guys, no more excuses. If you have to go back to school to get more money, go back to school. Do what you got to do. Make that money. I mean, it's not all about making money, but I want you guys to learn the lessons of 2020. There were shifts in 2020 that people like me, being a blue collar worker, our jobs are not going to exist a few years from now. So even if you're like one of those people like, hey, I'm a merchandiser. I want to do merchandising forever. I'm telling you, things are not going to be the same. It's going to be more of an e-commerce kind of world, remote work. There will be some things in person, of course. But it's even if you do brick and mortar, you have to also be intuitive enough to operate it online as well. Like you just gotta things have changed. You have to learn what you have to learn. It's when I went to college, you couldn't tell me. I actually graduated only 11 years ago. No one saw the world that we had. I think like iPhone was like 3 years old when I went to college, and it was just a different world. And it's just like now it's real different. It's fast, and you have to adapt or you will be left behind. And at least in New York, the average New Yorker does make 6 figures. I just found out I'm considered poor because New York makes so much money now. And I'm like, when did I get poor? Like legitimately, I'm considered legally poor. When? Not a problem. I'll change that. Or God will change that. So we are still waiting for the Michael Jackson Thriller 40 documentary. As soon as they announce it, there will be a watch party. I probably will do it with a couple of my peoples. I hope Tori and Deneen is still on. MJ Fangirl, if y'all still on, I hope y'all join us for the watch party. The Billie Jean Challenge is coming the week that we get that announcement for the Michael Jackson documentary, but just be aware of it. It's similar to the Thriller Challenge. So I hope to have fun. Actually, I'm a DJ for one of the Thriller challenges. So I'll let you know. Maybe we'll do something special for the night I DJ. We mentioned the Jacksons do have some tickets available for upcoming shows, but they recently added more shows. So make sure you head over to the Jacksons Instagram to get the new shows that they added. So please support. Please don't be that person, would have, could have, should have. I was like that when Michael was alive, and Michael passed away before I could do it. So Jacksons are here today. See him today. And Tito Jackson, I'm not sure if this is a collaboration. I think her name is Natalia. That's how you pronounce that. Or if it's her single. But I believe there'll be new music from Tito and this lady Natalia. March 17th. And Janet Jackson still has tickets. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I keep looking for those VIP packages. I'm praying that somebody just puts their back on. And if you don't want your VIP no more, please don't sell for $4,000. Oh my God. Like, I'm not paying that. I'm paying the real price. Paris Jackson has some shows coming up as soon as February. Please head over to her Instagram for details. But so far, she's confirmed 3 shows. February May, and June. So let's support our girl Paris. I love her music. Paris. Paris. And that's all our updates. Please keep dreaming, guys. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. And the minute they say you can't do it, I'm not saying cut them off, but just block their energy. So you can't cut off all the naysayers, but don't listen to them. You'll be in Paris. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Please tell us about your experience. I saw Paris. Was it October or November? I saw it recently. I got there a little late, but next time I'll make sure I'm in the front. I said, I know her music too. My heart. Yes, girl, get them. Battered and bruised. Oh, man. Dad, y'all are going hard. I'm glad everyone's doing events though, because one, when we do events, we're telling the Jacksons we support what you're doing. And two, it makes great stories, great adventures. Like my best chapter of my life, minus the sad stuff, was this Jackson journey I was on. It pushed me out my comfort zone. It got me to do things I thought I would never do. And honestly, what led me to travel and to come out my comfort zone was the death of Michael Jackson, because I was like, oh, if you weren't so scared to do stuff, you would have met him. Michael was actually in New York. A lot of my friends legitimately met him because they had the courage to go downtown, spend the night, blah, blah, blah. Here come my stupid behind. Oh, I don't want to go by myself. And then I never got to meet him. There was no excuse. He came to New York. I could see if he was only in Cali, he was here. And all my friends seen him. So, I mean, literally, time waits. No, don't live in fear. Fear is not of God. If you don't have money, figure out how to tap into your greatness to generate that money so that you could do what you want to do. I mean, you don't need a lot of money to do what you want to do. I mean, like I said, most of the stuff I've done, including last year, was on a budget. Well, minus one thing, but don't sell yourself short. You can do it. You just got to sacrifice a lot. Does the Jackson sell merchandise at their concerts? Emma, usually they do. When it's the three brothers, though, it's usually merchandise with just those three on it. And I actually do have a t-shirt with just the three, but they usually sell t-shirts, sometimes programs and bags. But I haven't seen the Jacksons since the pandemic. So if anybody's seen the Jacksons since recently, do they still sell merch? Let me see. Yeah, you only live once, so trying to live my life to the fullest. Yes. My mom, I'm always going to have mother stories, but not for nothing. I always had mother stories when she was alive. My mom, unfortunately, was sick most of my life. And she used to always tell me, you should do everything to the fullest. You never know if you're going to live a long life or a short life. And we're blessed. My mom lived longer than I thought she would, but eventually she went to heaven. She's gone. But what I could say about my mom, she lived to the fullest. And she told me, don't waste time crying over things you can't change. And I saw her do some really, really tough things, including burying my dad. She never was a victim of her life. And I wish some of you guys met her, but my mother was just so full of life and so happy and so bubbly. And she used to always just do things to the fullest. And I will take her advice. I mean, I did need a timeout to deal with losing her, but I would like to push forward and live to the fullest and smell the roses and eat good, healthy vegan food, because you never know how long your life is going to be. don't cry over things you can't change. And if you are suffering, that's okay. Get help, get counseling, but make steps to moving forward. That's all I'm saying. It is okay not to be okay. I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, I can't be sad. Of course you can, but sometimes people stay in that sadness too long, and they're not happy. They're like a victim of their pain. And I'm like, you don't want that. That you don't want. So yeah, live to the fullest. You it's like, child, you only have one life. Enjoy it. Thank you. So you guys, as always, rock. Um, only we can make a 2-hour live over wishes. Only us. Oh, somebody. Girl, she's like, she always does stuff by herself. You miss out waiting for people. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. No, I don't think my I don't think a lot of my friends from my high school years watch my channel, but I think if I waited to do stuff with the friends that I actually went to high school with, I would never have done anything. Most of my friends, like, their lives are different. Most of my friends are married with kids. And so they've been doing the motherhood thing forever. Now their kids are grown and now they're starting to travel. But what if I waited? And it's funny, like now I'm open to like kids in a marriage now that I'm older. But I was just like, everyone should do things in their own time and what feel good for them. But a lot of stuff I've done by myself too. I was like, well, I can't wait for everybody. Most of my friends are married with kids. We're done. Like, so, Scarlett said she did Vegas and LA by herself. Yeah, and she had fun, and we met each other and we had a blast. It's like that's the one thing about the MJ community. Even if you come by yourself, and that's how I met most of y'all. I came to an event by myself. Maybe y'all saw a bag or something I had, and I liked something you had, and we just started talking. Like most moonwalkers are friendly, and just you know who you vibe with from the gate and who you don't. And it just don't force the vibe though. Thank you. Man, the Motown Mommy ones were my favorite. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, Deneen, man. Let me girl, we need to talk privately, but I know you're going through a lot and I know you needed a timeout. And when you are good, come back when you're ready. But trust and believe. Like I said, it's been a tough chapter for a lot of us. And but I just don't want everyone to stay in that rut because it's like if I told y'all everything, you wouldn't believe me. Denise and I have a very similar situation with a lot of stuff. So it is tough. It is tough. But I want you guys to say, you know what? Do one thing every day that's going to make you feel grateful that you woke up. It could be something simple. Like, I could tell you some stuff now, probably more in the diary channel. But there were days, guys, I would just be in my bed for days, no shower, just eating junk food. I get it. When someone you love passed away, it is very, very hard to get out of your bed some days. And that part, I'm not gonna lie, address those feelings too. But like in my case, I've been grieving for a couple of years now, 3, 4 years, depending who I'm talking about. I don't want to stay in this energy anymore. I do want. I'm glad that my friends will say, like, for example, somebody really big passed away a few years ago, but it was kind of recent. And I remember Honey said, we're going to Paris. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I just lost blah, blah, blah. She goes, we're going to Paris. You had a tough year. We're going to Paris. And I remember when I saw the Eiffel Tower, I said, thank you, God, that you brought friends in my life that make me see things like this. Because even at the time, I did not want to go to Paris. I did not want to celebrate anything, but that was the best thing for me because it took me out of a dark space. So it's just like, for example, Thriller Night was not Thriller Night last year, but the one before was the first time I felt that kind of joy ever. Because I did something I never even thought that could happen. So, and that was like not too far from when my mom died. So I say all that not to bring the energy down, but to just to say, trust me, life sucks sometimes. Have the strength to say, yo, I'm here to fight Sucky. I'm here to fight that. Cause I was just like, what if I remember Rocky actually had the vision for Thriller Night. What if I didn't listen to Rocky and I didn't go to Thriller Night? Thriller Night changed a lot of things for my life. Like that changed a lot. Like I never seen a life change so much from one event. But I say all that, just have the courage, just have the courage to give yourself permission to move on. Because sometimes we feel guilty for being a survivor of a situation, or we miss that person and we just don't want to be here anymore. Child, wait till the digital diary come out. We're gonna have some tough conversations, but I promise you, I feel your pain. And like I said, I haven't disclosed everyone who passed away because I still need to process some stuff too. But it's been it's been a tough 3 years. I tell you that. But I'm so blessed that I'm part of a community that makes me smile. I'm blessed for my family. And I'm blessed that God gives me strength to love myself, to say, hey, thank you for the food, thank you for the air, thank you for this internet, thank you for everything, Give yourself permission to be sad, but give your permission to be happy as well, you know? But nah, man, we're gonna get through this, guys. I promise you, if you only knew what what's really going on behind all this. Mm-mm. Right? Like, man, I was like, man, what a night. We all have some things going on in our lives. Yes. Every single one of us. You know what I don't like about social media, especially for those pages that have like the perfect everything? No one's life is perfect. There's something, at least one thing you're not aware of. And either they're pushing through it or they're covering it. But we all are going through stuff that I promise you. And you right out, we can help each other. And we will help each other get through this. It's probably one of the darkest chapters of my life is 2020. Because it's like everything that we knew about, everything changed because, hey, they locked us up. And I know for New York, nothing's still the same. And I'm starting to notice stuff. We got to get things together. Yeah, we definitely, we gone through a lot. We gone through a lot. I think what I love about those girls is, especially with me, I'm the crybaby of the group, that they let me say what I gotta say and go through how I gotta go through, and then we get up and start dancing, having a good time. Mm-mm. In what way did Thriller Life change my life? Several things. First of all, I never thought we can get inside Havenhurst. So when we get there, it's interesting. So we went 2 different years. The first year was really, really intimate. It felt like we were legitly guests of the Jacksons. It was just at max 20 moonwalkers that paid to be there. The rest was legitly the Jacksons families and associates and business partners. And because it was more intimate, that's how we got to meet Prince. And Prince was just so sweet. I remember when I hugged him, like, I don't think he'll understand why I hugged him the way that I hugged him. But at the time, I hope I don't cry. My mom just passed away. And it was the first time I felt like, oh my God, like I've actually felt what it must have been to be like Michael's kids or TJ or Taj when they lost their parents. And I just hugged them like, oh my God, from one person who lost their best parent to another, here's a hug. It's the way he hugged me back that made me feel like, yo, this dude is just really cool. And then throughout the whole night, just all these amazing things just kept happening. Um, I met Taj, and then for those who saw the vlog, it was a dream come true to meet him. So it was just a lot of things I just never saw happening. And it was like I said, it was more intimate our night. It was like we were like guests, even though we weren't guests, we clearly paid to be there. It was just like they made us feel like we were part of them. And it was just something I think I will probably never experience again. But it changed me. It changed the channel. It changed how I saw life. It let me know that anything's possible. And it's just something that like it's just like some of you guys want to meet Catherine, some of you guys want to go to Neverland. Just imagine if that really happens. Then you would be like, wait, something impossible just happened. It changes how you see life. I just can't put that. It's amazing. Um, but and it just changed everything. It made me it was part of the process of snapping out of the grief. Like I remember when I was dancing, I looked up to the sky and I was just like, Mama, I made it. Because my mother loves the Jacksons as much as I do. And we just talk about the stuff I talk to you guys, like, oh, could you imagine being in Havenhurst or the Jackson this? Or like my mother used to love my adventure. She's like, I'm so proud you're doing the things you always wanted to do. So, and so now I'm not going to lie, the dreams that I have now are way bigger and way harder. I have to learn how to take care of my family. I'm in charge of all my mother's everything. And I'll figure it out because I figured out how to get to Havenhurst. I'll figure out how to take care of a whole family. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh my God, I'm on the verge of crying. Shit. Didn't even mean to curse. Sorry, Mama. Woo. Oh my God. So your tough years was 1993 and 2018. Oh my gosh. Girl, love you too, sister. Shelly Block, that's my girl. Shelly Block is such a godsend. Oh God. I'm on the verge of crying. I guess we're going in this live. Toy said, let it out. I'd rather not. Woo. So guys, woo, girl, y'all got me crying. Woo. But I say all that because if you push through it, you're going to experience some beautiful things. You will. I promise you will. Even though I'm crying because it's just like, what if I didn't have the strength to get out of my bed? I would have never seen all this stuff. I would have never seen Paris, Thriller Night, Vegas, none of it. You have to have the strength to push through. Woo. Oh, girl. So we're going to end on that note because y'all know I'm a crybaby, especially my sisters. Thank you, everybody. And stay strong, stay blessed, stay focused. Oh God, when I say stay focused, I mean it. There's a storm coming. Y'all, you thought 2020 was something? Get ready, be ready to adapt, be ready to do what you gotta do. Push through the pain. This is 1 year. Y'all gotta push. Don't know. I didn't mean to make y'all cry. It's just like when someone makes me think, it brings me to this. Thriller Night changed everything, especially the first year. This is our year, yes. This is God got you. Thank you guys so much. So I'm gonna go on that crybaby note. Now I feel like we're officially family because I said if y'all see me cry, y'all got the real me. Because I said, Gerald, I'm a crybaby. All right, guys. I don't have an official outro, but depending on what they announce will depend on what watch party we do, and I will look into see if American Dream is on YouTube so we can see it together, or we'll figure out how to do a watch party. Deneen, hang in there. Um, L, hang in there. Everyone, just whatever. If anyone's going through something, hang in there. God got our backs. We got that. Thank you so much, and blessings and prosperity to you too. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. I was like, oh my God, I'm crying. I can't stop it. Oh, thank you. All right, y'all. Crybaby signing out. Bye. Oh, I forgot there's no outro. Bye.